Yo, let's go and welcome to the video. I've been being told by a couple private server players that the way that we should be starting our boss fights is by pre-casting 2 wraths and getting a potion of wild magic after those 2 wrath casts before they hit the boss and before you get into combat. So the potion comes off of cooldown a minute into the fight. So you can still pre-pop your potion. You're pre-casting 2 wraths, and I guess you would Force of Nature like before you do your 2 wrath cast. So like Force of Nature, Wrath, Wild Magic Potion, and then the boss starts like in the encounter, Fairy Fire, go on with your rotation. But while trying to learn how to do that, because it's a very tight window, getting those 2 wraths off, have them both be in the air, and pop a potion after that second cast. I was trying to do that, and it doesn't look like it's going to be possible. I think that's just a private server thing. Unless it's really a bug, let me know what you think. I tried this on the beta, on the PTR, and this is the live TBC realm still. So if you watch my water, as soon as the wrath cast ends, it puts me in combat before the wrath hits the target. I don't have threat or aggro or anything, but I am in combat as soon as the wrath cast ends, and it's the same on all 3 versions. So since that's not going to be an option, and that's the way that the private servers are used to playing, now the question is, what will our rotation look like before the boss? We could still do the same thing, pop our treants, pop 2 wraths, but when do we use our potion? If you did it that way, you would have to pop it treants, potion, wrath, but then you have less time in your lunar phase with your potion up. Or you could just treant 1 wrath, so you treant, potion, 1 wrath, and then the boss fight would start, so you would have a little bit more time. Personally, kind of like having the wild magic potion for both of the wrath casts from pre-casting. The extra crit on the wrath is going to help it crit and hopefully proc lunar from one of the first 2 wrath casts. And as soon as the boss fight starts, we can immediately start casting Starfire in our lunar phase. So I hopped on over to the beta to show you for how I plan on popping the potion with precasting the wraths. So in order to help me with casting wrath and using a potion, I just made a little macro, real simple, /use potion of wild magic /cast wrath, and I can just spam it twice because it's after the potion's used, it's still just going to keep casting wrath. So I can pop my treants, spam this so it casts 2 wraths, and then Fairy Fire. At that point, I should know if I have entered lunar phase or not to either Moonfire or just straight up Starfire and go through lunar phase. So I can pop my treants, spam my macro, Fairy Fire, no proc. So could just keep casting wrath. I went ahead and casted a Starfire just in case, but no luck. And already the potion's over, so like no proc. But another thing with being max range to get those 2 wraths off is if we have Starfall Glyph with focus, then we're gonna need to be like 20 something yards away, not 30 something yards away. So if we start off that far, it's gonna be kind of weird to get back into range properly for Starfall. So it's also going to depend on your boss fight. If it's a boss where you need to be in range because you have the focus glyph to take advantage of that, then maybe it would only be like 1 wrath. So you just wait till closer to the pool timer to pop your treants, 1 wrath and a potion. So you're not stuck having to run in, waste 3 seconds of casting time, maybe putting up like 1 dot or something while you're running. So one more time, once this comes off of cooldown, I'll show it again so that you can see that the potion does start its cooldown, like even after the wrath is cast. Should be able to get a second potion in during the fight, and I'll try to like pop a Starfall in too. I don't have the Glyph of Focus, so like my range is going to be fine, but just to see if I can do it a little bit more proper. So I pop my treants, cast in my wrath, there's 1, there's 2, no luck. But I got a proc, so I want to Starfall with as many of these procs as I can. So, no luck still for Lunar. So, went ahead. I got baited by my PvP set. This is the importance of crit right here. Still no Lunar phase. Finally got a Lunar. I think I might only have 2 points. Oh, I do have 3 points in it. You can just see how long it could take for us to get into Lunar phase. So, popping those 2 wraths with the wild magic potion, I think is the way to go. Let me know what you think in the comments about what your plan is for recasting and pre-popping your potion before the boss fight. There's no target dummies anymore? What the fuck? Where did the target dummies go, dude? Pop the potion and the wrath, and I fucked it up.